Man, I love this new construction. It's got all the upgrades. Hey, do you guys come with the house?
That's what we're talking about today.
Hi, I'm Tyler Kazare, Utah real estate agent.
Jason Christiansen, mortgage lender.
Eric Wiss, Utah real estate agent. And today we're talking about new construction with our special guest,
Travis Maddox. I'm with Edge Homes.
Let's start with the process. People come in and they buy a house from you, right?
Absolutely.
And we're done.
Done.
Done. Short video.
Here's the problem, right? Who do you represent?
I represent Edge Homes.
Now, Travis is a top-notch agent, and I like him, and I'm gonna play favorites a little bit. I guess I like all these agents. But here's the thing. So the fiduciary duty of an agent is to represent their client the best way they know possible. So Edge, very, very purposefully, is doing a lot to make sure that they have a good name. Mm-hmm. But there's other builder agents or other agents in general that take their duty to their client to the extreme. Mm-hmm. So why, well, is there a difference if people come in with their own agent or not? And Tyler and Eric, what difference does it make that you've seen?
I'll start with Travis. Go ahead, man.
With Edge, there's no difference as far as price. The difference in terms of how smooth the process goes, leaps and bounds above. I love working with these guys because they know how our processes work. They know how I operate. I tell them my goal is to help them sell more homes. So I want to take care of them and their clients as well as they would on any other transaction.
So here's one of the interesting things about, you said there's no difference in price, right? Some people might think, oh, well, I'm buying, Travis is going to take care of me. And Travis does take care of them, But why would you not take advantage of the opportunity for free to have someone there writing the contract on your behalf? Someone there reading the contract, making sure the deadlines are happening, going through that entire process. Why would you not have an agent take care of those responsibilities for you? Especially, there's no change in the cost of the house.
Well, and one of the things to also put that into perspective too, and Edge is doing a great job at this, is we'll pick on Tyler for a minute because we all know each other here. But if Tyler was selling me Jason's house and we're all friends, okay, and he's representing the seller and the buyer, which he's legally allowed to do, okay?
Yeah.
In the end, I buy the house, Jason sells it. There will be a thought, no matter how good a job Tyler did he get me the best deal or did he get Jason the best deal?
I gave you both the best deal, man.
If the deal went perfectly. What happens if it went sour?
Oh.
Now you have what happened? And so it's one of the good reasons of why you should always have a separate agent on both sides. I mean, you don't always have to, but it's a good practice to do. Yeah. And Edge has done an amazing job at that by not making it. They're making it very easy and nice to have a buyer to have their own agent, not be the seller's agent.
Which isn't the case with all builders or all sellers. Sometimes they try and do it all one-sided. And then you have a huge conflict of interest because that agent already has a relationship with the seller. They already have that. Yeah. They're not your best friend who's selling you your other best friend's house.
Well, so that's one of the things to look at when you're looking for new construction. You want to look at how the builder does business. How do they stand behind their clients? What are they doing? What is their competence level of building homes? I mean, how does that work? I mean, Edge, you guys build what? You're going to do 2,500 homes this year? Yeah. You guys know what you're doing, but they've taken it a step further, and even in this crazy market with crazy delays and lumber prices and everything else, they've stated, once you go under contract, we're not going to change the price on you.
Which is a big deal, especially in this market, because the home's going to be worth, you're going to have built-in equity. Yeah. There was another builder...
Explain that real quick.
Okay.
Equity always confuses a lot of people, and when you come to new construction, when you say built-in equity, What do you mean?
Okay, so if you buy a house, an existing home, and you close on it, the minute you put the offer in it, you've bought it for what it's worth, typically. Sometimes you might overpay, but the appraisal's done, and you have the purchase price, and away you go, right? So new construction, they're building a house. It's going to take them 6 to 8 months, 6 to 9 months.
8 to 10 right now.
8 to 10 months.
With demand.
You're buying it pretty much at fair market price when you write the offer. Like, most of the time, you're on the higher end. By the time you buy,
By the time you close.
yeah, by the time you move in, that's almost a year ago. And every month, you're getting that equity. The market's still going up.
Yep.
And Edge will not rewrite the contract to benefit them, which is huge, which speaks a lot, because a builder can say, well, the border got closed, bumble went up, I have to raise my prices. But here's the gig, like, are they proficient in what they do? Like, I give a loan estimate, I'm bound to buy it. Mm-hmm. You guys have your commissions. A builder has his product that he's buying, and so a builder that will stand by his contract. And here's the other thing. So you're writing a contract for an existing home, you're using 6-page REPC.
Yep.
Builder doesn't have to use it. There's a new construction contract, they could, but every builder has their own contract, so read through it, that they don't have something in there that the builder can cancel at no penalty at any time.
Yeah, and that's where it comes into building that equity, is knowing what you're getting, how you're upgrading the homes, what you're getting for that value. I mean, you were just telling us a little bit ago, you had somebody close on a house just recently. They had over $100,000 of equity in their home by the time they moved in that they didn't pay for.
Yeah, they just got it.
They got it because
they made
of
their
that.
deal 9 months ago.
So there are some advantages of new construction. Downfalls is you got to wait.
Yeah.
You may have to rent. You may have to do something else. There may be some more strategies in place. But new construction is a good way to go if it's done correctly.
Yeah.
So let's hit the process.
Yeah.
So they come in with their agent, they chat with you, they write the offer, right?
Mm-hmm.
It gets accepted.
Now
What's
what?
next?
Yes.
Yeah.
Great question. I'm glad you asked. This is my favorite part. So you're under contract. Congratulations. It's a hard market. Luckily, you're working with these 3 gentlemen who know what they're doing. They're professionals. You're under contract. About 4 weeks after going under contract on your townhome or on your single-family home, you'll go up to our design studio up in Draper, and you'll have the opportunity to sit down with one of our designers who are phenomenal at what they do. I kid you not, guys. Once you sit down with them, you'll finalize everything, pick all of your options, and that is the hardest part, is picking all of your options and staying in budget.
Yes.
Once those are picked, we will then go to our engineers and say, hey, will you please engineer this home, make sure we can actually structurally build it, and then we apply for permits. We talk to the cities, work with them. You don't have to do any of that. That's the easiest part, is, hey, we do all the work for you. Then once we get permits back, we'll put you on our dig schedule, and as soon as you dig the hole for the foundation, you will have a meeting with one of our reps who actually build the home. I don't swing the hammers. I'm not that smart. So once you meet with them, it's super fun after that. Every week or every 2 weeks, I'll send you a weekly update, bi-weekly update, and just say, hey, this is where your home's at. Congratulations, it's framed. Or, hey, sheetrock went up. Let's walk it together with the construction manager so that we can go over everything, make sure everything's right up to this point. And from there on out, you'll work with Jason to get your loan taken care of, and you'll close.
Yeah.
So there's how many different crews working on a house?
Oh, I need to get my toes out to count that many. There's a lot.
So it always goes perfectly smooth with 30 different crews building a new home over 8 months.
And bringing in material from everywhere.
Everywhere across the nation. I would even imagine outside of the nation.
Yeah.
There's something called Murphy's Law. Go Google it. But simply put, it's if something can go wrong, it more than likely will, and that's new construction.
Yes.
Be patient.
Be patient, but also, that's why we have the contracts. That's why you have representation during the contract to make sure that everything's going well. And if something comes up, or maybe we should say when something comes up, we can have a real conversation about how to resolve that, or how we deal with this. How do we manage this delay in lumber, or whatever it is, right? we can talk through those things. There's a couple other deadlines that you don't have in an existing contract or an existing home contract. I'm thinking of the four-way, the final, like when the superintendent comes
The
and walks through,
orientation.
they walk through and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Talk about those a little bit, just because those are different than an existing home, and obviously new construction is your forte.
Yeah. So throughout the process, we will have different meetings where we'll either meet on site or do a FaceTime call, whichever is easiest, and for both parties. But you'll have one at the dig when we go over everything. We go over all the bump outs that you did on your home, all of the options that you picked, and you're gonna be like, man, did I pick that? I don't remember. I'm gonna do everything in my power. The construction manager, he's gonna do everything in his power. Your agent, we're all gonna coordinate so that we can make sure that we are planning on building your home correctly. At that point, if you're like, hey, no, I didn't want these cabinets, I wanted these ones, we can make that change still fairly simply. The sooner we know something's wrong, the better.
Yes.
That's another important thing of having an agent on your side as a buyer,
Yeah.
to have those conversations for you, because that's what they're paid for, to negotiate anything that might be going sideways. The other thing that the agent's going to be really good at is interpreting that contract, because it's different. So they'll know things to watch out for and risks that you might have that you wouldn't otherwise have.
Well, and sometimes builders do mess up, like he said. There's a lot of things to go into play, and we've had several instances where something was done wrong in the home, and they actually tried to strong arm our buyers into, it's okay, just leave it.
Not with Edge.
Yeah, definitely.
Didn't happen with that.
Not Edge. But it happened, and if it wasn't having an agent on, this was with Tyler, it probably the buyers probably would have had that
No, they didn't know.
wrong. They didn't know that they could argue. This is here a national builder.
Yeah.
I didn't know I could argue with them. Well, yeah, that's why there's a contract.
Yeah.
But they don't know how to read that. So it's for when things go wrong, and stuff does go wrong. And we were glad that our client had an agent on their side for it.
Agents naturally assume they can argue with anyone. So that's how we roll.
Yeah.
Right? But actually, there's one more thing I want to talk about with new construction. Like, after we moved into the house, Ed just packs up, moves out, and we never see you again, right?
Unfortunately, you're not finished with us.
Unfortunately, we're not finished with you. That's a good thing.
When something happens, I don't know, your floor starts separating. It's all natural material. It's going to expand and contract. You can call us up within a year and we'll cover everything that you didn't cause yourself.
That's true. Yes.
Big point there.
Then for 2 years after you after you close on your home, all of your systems are covered. So your heating, air conditioning, your plumbing, electrical, it's all covered. We have a warranty for that. It's a third party, so it's not even through Edge. It's a big national company that will take care of you. We take care of everything, meaning we'll come and service it, but it's all regulated through that third party. And then a 10-year structural, which there's not many builders in the nation that have that thorough of a warranty.
10 years.
Can I share a quick story, a warranty
Please.
story? Okay, so my first house was a new build. I don't know if you guys
Love
know
it.
this, but and I won't name the builder because I wasn't exactly perfectly happy. But anyway, one of the things that I noticed, this was 3 years after we had moved into our house. We'd been there for 3 years. And I noticed one day when I was mowing the lawn, there's some water trickling out of the backside of my foundation, on the outside, not on the inside, on the outside. And I called my builder and I said, hey, I think there's a problem. And he goes, yeah, well, that was probably you guys, so you guys better go get that fixed. And I was like, I don't think so. And I went and looked up the document. This is why later in life I became an agent, because this is how I am. I look at paperwork. And I said, dude, I think this is a warranty claim. I think you ought to come out here. And they sent somebody out, and they looked under my dishwasher, and there was no water there. It was on the outside. And I finally said, look, guys, I will pay you if it is my fault. Okay, just come out, take off the siding of the house, and figure out what's wrong. Turned out, 3 years prior, when the cabinet maker was putting in the cabinets, he nailed a hole into one of the pipes of the plumbing, and it was leaking down the wall and found egress outside the wall, and it was growing mold on the outside of the house. And they came and they worked dutifully for 4 or 5 hours to discover it was their fault. And then they said, yeah, we'll take care of it. Don't worry about it. So, yeah, the warranty paid out. I mean, it was good. I was glad I had the warranty. It was a huge deal. But, like, hey, be aware, guys. Like, if you buy a house, like, there's a good chance something in the future might go wrong. That's why there's a warranty.
Yeah. Well, and then kind of in closing, I mean, this is all of this stuff we talked about is a lot of stuff that goes into building a new home. Edge does it amazingly because they build a lot of them, but it's the same process if you were to go buy a piece of regular land and build yourself. You still have a builder, you still have contracts, you still have all these different subs and inspections that need to go through, but they may or may not be as proficient at it. They may, but it's the same steps. So not necessarily just building with like a big builder like this. It's the whole 9 yards behind it. So you definitely want to know what you're doing and going into it, because a lot of stuff can go wrong.
A lot of moving pieces.
A lot of moving pieces.
One thing that is super, super sad is when buyers will walk into the model home, and it's a gorgeous model home, as you can see behind us, and they kind of get their dreams dashed. They're like, yeah, I want this one. Build it identical to this. And they talk to a lender like Jason, and Jason has to break the news to them. Hey guys, sorry, your credit isn't in the right place, or hey, you've got a little bit too much debt. Let's try and work and pay this off. That's another advantage to new construction, is you can work through that with Jason through the build process. But so that you can save yourself some heartbreak, some sleepless nights, talk to Jason before.
Well, there's a reason that our very first episode is talk to a lender first.
Yes.
Like,
let me
before you
break your
start
heart,
looking
so these
at
guys
a
don't have to watch you
home,
cry.
like, if you're even thinking about it, go talk to a lender, because like he said, you don't want to get your dreams crushed. You want to go look at a single family home and you and your wife are saying, this is what we're going to buy, and then you go there and go, well, it's $700,000.
Yeah.
Well, I'm in a condo now. Well, yeah, talk to a lender first, then talk to an agent, then let's set a game plan up. It's all about strategies.
Exactly.
Don't get discouraged if you can afford a condo, if that's what you can afford at that time.
Oh, and you brought this up before.
That's a great
jump in as soon as you can.
As
Get on
ASAP as possible.
Get on the bus. Get on the moving train, because all real estate is appreciating. So you may not get exactly what you want right when you want it, but the sooner you get on and start building that, the better.
Yeah. I can't outsave the market, personally. It's growing too quick.
Yeah, most
trying.
Most people can't.
Right.
And that's the reality. So if you can get in on a condo at barely clinging on to your condo, but you're on the condo, in a year or 2 or 4, when you sell that condo, you'll have a commensurate increase in your appreciation, so that when you take it into another home, you've got something to build on.
Yeah, and we'll talk about that in other videos about how that turns into like real estate investing and what that means. Just because prices go up, but you need to be building equity to have money that you can use and spend.
Yeah.
Right.
Don't wait.
So guys, what did we learn?
Remember that we should have separate agents on both sides of the transaction.
Edge cares. We want to build the right home for you and for your situation, your life, your family. Talk to the lender, talk to an agent. Let's get you a home.
It's important to remember that there's a different contract used for new construction or building as an existing home.
And my key takeaway is that even with all these moving pieces coming around the home and coming together with pro builders, there's still going to be something that goes wrong, but that's why you have a warranty. So use it.
Hey, new construction's rad. This video is rad. Like, comment, subscribe, and share this video. Help your friends get new construction. Help you get new construction.
If you want to get in touch with us, shoot us a text at 801-228-7687. Make sure you mention the show. You can email us at theutahrealestateshow@gmail.com. The Utah Real Estate Show is a production of Hive Collective at Presidio Real Estate with support from Security Home Mortgage. Security Home Mortgage NMLS number is 178787. Jason Christiansen NMLS number is 240472. Equal housing lender. Not only is this not legal or investment advice, but you should definitely talk to a pro before you make any real estate decision. Every situation is different and should be considered in context. Copyright Jason Christiansen, Eric Wist, and Tyler Kazare. All rights reserved.
It's beautiful.
It's like brand new.
It is brand new. We're
That's
talking
what-
new construction.
I like that. That's what, but it has to be. That's what we're talking about today.
Okay, I'll let you say that part because that's a lot of words that I
Okay.
don't have a script for.
I swear you stole my line. No idea what to say now.
That's what we're talking about today.
With the muscles. It's like that. Okay, here we go.
I know that was.
I just want to keep moving. That was good.
Yeah, that was really
Dude,
good.
you could have got it. The heck, he's like, oh.
What are you at 51?
He's gonna go and cry himself to sleep.
I had to do that for Tyler.
Thanks. Okay. I thought you were doing the lead, and I was
I thought he was doing
Is this? Are you really doing this? Like, what is
Creative
this?
as heck.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Right. Do we need to clap or can I just go?
No, you can just go.
Okay.
You can just go. I'm just kidding.
Contracts. Then the standard real estate purchase freaking heck.
I wanted to redo mine too.
He was over there going, mess up, Jason. Mess up.
I kept poking him.
He's too tired. He's too.
Dude, that was awesome. With a model and a model.
Comment, like it, share it again.